The Weekly Warp Pipe.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Weekly Warp Pipe. The main topic today is actually we're going to have a guest on the show. We talked about him a bunch. It's our buddy, artist friend, Tom Ryan from Tom Ryan Studios here. We're going to bring him on in. What's up, Tom?
Hey, everybody.
Thanks for
Glad to be
joining
here.
us.
Thanks
Excellent.
for having me.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be chatting with him, talking about art stuff, I guess, and being an artist, right? It's all about Tom.
I'm excited to hear about it.
You guys.
I was perusing your website earlier, so I'm excited to hear more about you and how you got into all this and how you ended up being so awesome at what you're doing. I couldn't draw a smiley face, let alone what you got going on.
Well, the trick is I can't draw a smiley face either, so that's...
So maybe I'm going the wrong direction is what you're saying.
Exactly. Try something else, and who knows?
That's the story of my life right there. Perfect.
Nice. Well, usually we start the show off with kind of what we've been up to this week here. I did run into Tom because you were at Algo vending.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was my first time doing that show.
Yeah, it's a little swap meet that he holds at the Norwalk Public Library. It's a free event, free to get a table as well. And that was Tom's first time set up there. What were some of the things you were selling?
I was selling my enamel pins, art prints, and then I had, because it's like a swap trade type thing, I had a bunch of books that I bought for my nieces that I never got around to getting them, and some manga stuff and some
Nice little
VHS.
mishmash.
So yeah, good little mishmash. And I was surprised about 50-50 of it all sold. So
Nice.
Are you saying 50-50 of like your art versus the
Yeah.
stuff you brought? That's awesome. That's
yeah,
cool.
so I was like, okay, because I was worried that because at the start everybody was going through that type of stuff, and so I was worried that all right, that's all it's gonna sell.
Right.
But then as the day progressed, people started to recognize me from like Retro World and everything. They were like, oh,
Nice.
and then that prompted some sales of some prints, some pins, an art book here and there. So yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome.
Sweet. Well, before we get into anything else, we're starting something new with guests here. We kind of want to, when we have a guest on the show, ask them certain questions, kind of put them in the hot seat and see how they'll answer them. And it'll give us a little insight on Tom. So let's load that up. Perfect. Thanks, Rob.
Good old Rob.
So the first question we're going to ask, what is your desert island video game or a toy? So basically one thing you could bring with you to a desert island to keep you occupied.
I would probably, this might be a cheat, but I would probably have to go the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh, okay. The newer one. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the newer one, but when it's fully complete. So I'm not going to be on this island for a couple years.
What is part two's out? How many parts are they doing? Because there's three discs of the original.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm imagining there's going to be three, but the way they're going, it could be part 5 because they could just keep going episodically and everything. So that's going to be my cheat because I figured that would, last me forever.
I mean, that's a good cheat. I mean, I'm not going to discount that at all. That's great. That's a good answer.
You could, I seen someone do, which is, hey, you got all the time in the world in your hands, right? They left their machine on, and the opening of that game, you're in, what is it, like a train station area, I want to say, or is it a factory area at the beginning of the game?
It's, kind of both. I'm going off of the original, so
right. Yeah, they
go up to a Mako reactor, but there's a train that takes them right there. So
this happens before the train. This person stayed in that area and leveled up, I think, to 99 just in that area, which took, I don't know how many months or years, but It was pretty impressive. I'm more impressed that the machine didn't fail or turn off on him, essentially.
Yeah. Well,
Because there's no save. There's no save in that area.
It is a desert island. That thing's not going to get overheated or anything like that.
Well, you got it under a palm tree, I guess. and
Okay.
You built a hut.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah, and
it could be
we also have electricity, so there's AC, obviously.
obviously it's a water cooled PC, so you don't have to worry about it.
Hypothetical. Come on now.
Let's see. Next question we got is a nostalgia haul. Show and tell, game, toy, or memory.
I can't show and tell this.
Okay, you could visually show
yeah.
and tell it to us and
Now
paint a
talk
picture in our
about
mind.
It would be the PlayStation 1 on Christmas. It was maybe the second Christmas. All right, this is going to get a little sad. It was the second Christmas after my mom passed away. So
Okay.
I think my dad or Santa was trying really hard, and he got me and my brother a PlayStation 1. And we were Nintendo kids through and through.
Yeah.
We had no idea what the heck this was, and he had to educate us what it was. It was a video game system. It played CDs, not cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like just mind blowing, and that was just a fun, good, solid memory that I have because my dad actually sat down and played the video games with us. Tekken was one of the games that we got, and he was the robot Jack, and he would just, beat the living tar out of us in this game, and he was just mashing buttons and stuff, and it was just that was a fun, nice memory that it was a good Christmas.
It's a good one.
Out of a sad memory.
Yeah.
We got Saturday morning cartoon countdown. So you got to do your favorite cartoon lineup as if you're going to watch these cartoons Saturday morning. You got to give us your top 3. So you get up Saturday, get your bowl of cereal, sit down in front of the CRT TV. What are you watching?
Top 3.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be actual Saturday morning cartoons. They could have aired any day during the week. You just clump these together, and this is you pretend Saturday morning cartoon lineup.
Okay. I'm going to probably cheat a little bit on this as well.
Okay.
First would probably be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Solid.
Second would be X-Men animated series.
Ooh, great.
And then
Good one.
third, I'm going to go with any Godzilla movie on TBS.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So
Kind of swinging maybe mid-morning into
exactly.
lunchtime
Because I'm a late
afternoon,
start.
eh?
Yeah,
I'm a late start. Nice.
It's a good
I dig it.
lineup. I like the
Afternoon
turtles. I
movie.
like, yeah, that's really good. So you're having a cartoon. You're gonna have a Saturday morning cartoon in 1997, right? So it's late 90s because that's when the X-Men was out.
No.
Oh, wait, no.
X-Men was out in, I think, 94 or 95.
No, you're right. What do I know? I don't know nothing.
Yeah,
Now,
you're
why'd you
thinking
pick
of
Turtles?
X-Men
What was-
97. What's that?
What was your direction on picking Turtles? Why would you pick that one first? Why? You have a memory of Turtles? And-
Huge Turtle fan.
Yeah.
When that came out, it was just like you never saw anything like that before, and then it was repeated over and over and over again. But that was such a fun franchise and it was corny, but I mean it was corny in all the right ways.
Absolutely. Who was your turtle? Who's your pick? If you're picking a turtle, that's you. Which one is it?
So realistically, I'm probably more of a combination of Leo and Donnie, but like I want to be Mikey so bad
Yeah.
because he was just the chill guy, the party guy, and I want to be that, but my personality is anything but that.
Yeah.
And I'll say this too. Knowing Tom for as long as Russ and I, especially, have known Tom, that all tracks.
Yeah.
Leonardo,
What about-
Donnie, a little bit of Michelangelo in there. That's good.
Yeah, and
Are you-
I can get
that's
Raph
good.
too. I can definitely get Raph.
Your little anger in there,
He can get Raph. Yes.
little rage quitting. So let's go. X-Men animated was your next one. What X-Men do you align with? You figure
Oh, Wolverine.
Wolverine. You're a
I
Wolverine guy.
mean, yeah, it was just somebody that didn't take any crap from anybody, you know. But like again, like if I'm going now and I'm looking at everything, I'd probably have to maybe all right. So more side with the X-Men '97 class,
Yeah.
Cyclops.
Okay.
I mean, he was a pretty badass guy.
Oh yeah,
in the '97 series.
a
Maybe
leader.
not so much in the original, but then in the original Beast, Gambit. I think that was my first introduction to Gambit,
Yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
I mean, I
Nice.
probably would have picked X-Men just solely for the intro music.
Right.
But
So
that's
good.
another thing that I was thinking of, like what intro music got me excited.
Yeah.
Turtles intro, absolutely exciting.
Yeah,
X-Men, I mean, still to this day. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why they didn't even touch it for the reboot, you know?
right.
For sure.
Absolutely nice.
And then what we got? Our last wrap up question: down the warp pipe, where or when would you go? Why? And relive a moment. So go back in time, basically down the warp pipe. Maybe you want to see a baseball game or see the X-Men for the first time. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Like maybe watch Spider-Man for the first time in the theater with all my classmates in college. That might be good.
The Tobey Maguire one.
Yeah, the Tobey Maguire. I was president of the student council at the time, so I had to organize some sort of freshman picnic, and then afterwards, a bunch of us were going to go see the movie. That might be one that I might want to go revisit, but I'm going to go. I don't remember which birthday it was, but I'm going to go back to a birthday. I know it was Thanksgiving.
Okay.
My birthday sometimes falls on Thanksgiving. And it was the year I got Cowboy Donnie
Right.
as a gift.
Yeah.
I just thought it was very cool. It was different because I mean,
Like a
normally you're seeing,
crossover.
like, yeah, I think it was one of the first crossover turtles, and then they go in like space and everything else.
Right.
But I just remember it being like a really cold, miserable day. I was upset because I didn't want turkey on for my birthday, but it was Thanksgiving, So it was just
I wanted hamburgers or pizza.
Yeah, I wanted something else. But and then I couldn't go outside to play because it was too cold, and because it was a holiday, all my friends weren't around.
Right.
So it sounds like it was a miserable day, but
Yeah.
it really wasn't, because I remember playing with that toy and having such a good time and being around my family and everything. Looking back was a nice memory that, I'd like to go ahead and relive and maybe smack myself and just tell myself to appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah. Do you still have that figure?
No,
No.
I'm not like you, Dave. All my toys and everything gone.
Didn't keep it all in a
it's
box.
I had to ask, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of on brand.
I'm
for me.
jealous because you're like, this is my original. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where my original is.
Ditto.
Yeah. It is what it is. But that's
Sweet.
a good one. That's a good one. Just so you know, if you do get a carded, like on card Cowboy Donnie at this point,
Okay.
you're talking like close to $400.
Whew.
I thought it was about 300. So okay, that's
I guess
Guess
condition.
the condition seller.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, condition seller. Yeah, so. But that's a
Sweet.
good
I'm not
one.
looking.
Nice.
I'm not
But
looking.
yeah.
You're not looking for one? No.
Well, you can get a loose one for about $20. So,
There you go.
Does it
Or-
have the gun? And
well,
the
if
lasso?
you want it complete, you're going to be around the $50-$60 range.
Okay, that's not too
Yeah.
bad.
It's not too bad. Not too bad. Just so you guys know, Tom's birthday is in November, and now we know
Right
what to
around
get him.
Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna send him a turkey.
I'm gonna send him a Cowboy Donnie.
Hey,
And a turkey.
And a turkey.
Turducken.
we're eating good that night.
Nice.
All right, we'll take a quick break to hear from our sponsor, and then we'll get into it.
And now, here's a word from our sponsor, Tom Ryan Studio, an artist with many talents such as enamel pins, custom comic book covers, prints, and more. Thanks so much for sponsoring the show.
All right. Well, Tom, we're going to jump into our Warp Pipe rental. Each week we pick a game or a movie, we rent it, check it out for the week, and we encourage you guys to join us. Tom picked this one this week, so let's check it out. Go ahead, Russ.
Let's head to the video store, grab a game for the weekend. We have the box art and description to guide us when we're choosing what game to rent. So grab your rental card, because this is the Warp Pipe Rental.
What game you rent for the weekend?
All right, we hit the rental store. Tom told us what game he wanted to play. This is the first Gamecube game that we played. It's also on PS2 if you happen to rent it that way, but we did I Ninja. This is a pretty neat little cover here. It's what would you say, Tom, with your artist background here? What do you say about this cover?
Oh, I think it says everything that you need to know about this game. You got a cool little ninja.
That's what I say. After playing it, he's got a little attitude on him, a little.
Yeah.
So you can see him kind of grinning in this ninja suit here. And I always remember seeing this cover when I worked at the Retro Games Plus, and I never played it before, so this was the first time I got to play the game. So hopefully you guys were you able to rent it? Was it sold out at the store? Or?
I watched someone play it. I watched a neighbor play it, we'll say.
There we go. Whenever your neighbor's house.
Super cool looking game, though.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Can I ask, Tom, how did you hear about this game? Like, did you have this game growing up?
I think we rented it.
Okay.
Oh,
first.
legit. There we go.
And I think I remember just liking it so much that I ended up buying it.
Okay.
Back in the day, I don't remember if I got it on the PS2 or if it was on the GameCube. I want to say it was I got it on the GameCube, and I remember I 100% completed this because you got the whole. So you get like belts as your leveling up system. So I got all the belts, I got all the swords, and it was a grind. And I think it was one of the first games that I 100% completed.
Wow.
And then I realized this is a waste of time. It didn't much do anything, you know.
Nothing. No unlockable. You're saying,
Yeah.
or like trophies or nothing.
You're just stronger, you know. It's so having replayed it. Gameplay gets a little bit repetitive because you don't unlock that many new combos. You don't feel like you're getting stronger in the game, but it's still very fun to play. The comic in it, like writing in it, is fantastic. The voice acting is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think graphics at the time were really good too. So
Yeah, it's super cool looking. Like, I love like the way that character looks makes me want to enjoy playing it, right? Like how the little ninja looks. Just the style they did with that.
Right. It fits good on the GameCube, I say, too, because it's almost this like chibi, cutesy look to it. He's like very round, like not realistic at all. And it totally fits with the era with like his little attitude. I ended up playing through completely, I think, 2 of the levels. So I played through here and I was like, it's got a lot going for it because I'm playing through Ninja Gaiden now and they have the wall running like that on there. And I was like, oh, look, he's got wall running. There's like, you can swing from certain points in the game. The one that tripped me up is you get to a section where you become a ball.
oh yeah.
And then you have to go through the level with that. And there were some narrow sections you had to roll the ball, and I just kept falling off. And I'm like, oh, man, this is tough.
It's a super fast game too, right? Like, I was watching a little bit of gameplay, and it just seemed like nonstop go. I don't know if it was just like a super, savvy person, but it's also not a short game, right, Tom?
I don't think it's too short. Like I said, it's been forever since I've played it 100%, and I've only gotten.
Sorry, this playthrough's 9 hours 53 minutes. So there you go.
Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry. What was your question?
There's just so many mechanics to this game too. Like just watching and watching all of the it's a 3D platformer, and also no one mentioned the music yet. Can we talk about how much the music is just slaps? Like it's just really good soundtrack.
Soundtrack is phenomenal. It's Dolby Surround 2 or whatever. So if you had, back in the day, the 5.1, you were really experiencing it. Which was a lot of fun.
Now, have you finished this game, Tom? Have you completed it?
Not this.
Yeah, he said 100%. Not the first time, but he said
100%. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. But like the mechanics that I was seeing through even the first level, like it ramps up real fast.
Yeah, the one thing I've realized replaying this, and it might be my remote, my controller that might be broken. I couldn't run, so it felt a little. You said the gameplay was fast for you, Dave, but it felt kind of like I was chugging. But like then there are moments that you can get pretty fast by it's almost like there's a gravity, so when you hit a hill or whatever,
right,
momentum and everything. So maybe that's what they're trying to go for. Maybe my controller, one of the buttons is broken, but I felt like originally when I played this, I was moving a little bit faster, and I just wasn't moving as fast.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, around. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can kind of see it in the gameplay here, maybe a little bit, right? It doesn't look like he's charging around like crazy.
Right.
But once you start getting going with some of the platforming, when it comes to, especially the section, Russ, if you go all the way back to the beginning, there's like these kind of like conveyor belts that you have to go and walk on the sides, and you use your grapple to kind of like spin around.
That tripped me up a little bit for sure.
I
forget where it was in the game here.
It's somewhere towards the beginning. It's almost like the tutorial, even.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, when it starts. That's gaming mechanics, man. Like
that took me I think 10
cool.
tries to get it.
Yeah, I mean, and this is like the first 5 minutes of the game, no?
Yeah, this is pretty early.
7 minutes in.
Still
you have to. There are sound cues. So between the music and everything, as you're running up that hill, you'll hear like your little grappling hook sound kind of jingle, and that will prompt you then to throw it on out, hook it, and then go around that corner. So sound design was really on point with this game too,
and it would have to be to get those cues right at the right time.
Yeah. And the voice acting in it is amazing. I believe Billy West voices the little ninja there.
That sounds right.
And at first, when I was replaying this, I was like, "Who is that voice?" And then I was like, "Oh, it sounds like Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy."
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, I started hearing like Fry from Futurama, and then sure enough, it's Billy West who voices it.
Wow.
I'll have to keep that in mind when I play again.
Like
I'm gonna
tons of different gameplay to it too, right? Like different views, different looks.
Right. I thought it was just going to be hack and slash, but like I said, it gives you this little like ball section, so that kind of breaks it up a little bit. And again, it's really fun.
The boss levels are a little different too, from what I was seeing.
So this is your first level. At the end of this level, you get in a big mech, and then you actually have a robot fist fight. And then once that's done, the second level, you're on a beach and you're shooting ships and everything that are coming up to the beach. And so it's just so many different types of gameplay throughout. It's almost like, a mini game within the whole game. Yeah, that's the big mech that you get to, fight in and everything. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, now you got this like third person view. Like it's just I feel like this is a game that, I mean, it being especially on the GameCube was ahead of its time, right? Like with all these mechanics, like you could see one of these games coming out now and being like the hot new thing, right? So I feel like this game is, I hate to say it, it's a hidden gem, and it's very underrated because not a lot of people talk about it.
I would have to agree with you on that, Dave. I really do think this is a hidden gem. I don't know if this was on the Xbox. Like I said, I do know it was on the PlayStation 2 as well. It felt really good on the GameCube because I like the GameCube controller. Wasn't overly complicated. Every button had its purpose and everything. So controlling the game this time around with that controller was really, really tight. And I liked that. I didn't feel like if I fell, it was the mechanics of the game. No, it fell because I didn't do it right,
Yeah. What would be really cool is now that the Nintendo Switch has the GameCube, this would be great on the Switch.
It would be
I
great
would like
for
to see
a
that.
remake.
Right. Yeah, or a remaster. Yeah.
Well, I
would
mean,
love a
like the
remaster.
virtual console that they have for the GameCube, like just to play the original.
That's some of the comments in that actual video that we were watching there, that long play of it, are saying exactly that. Like people were like,
Really?
we need this to come back. One comment was like, I'd pay anything for this to be remade.
I mean, good job, Tom.
It
This
took
game
me
is truly a hidden
years
gem.
to find it because, I do all the shows and everything. So I was looking for this for about 3 years at these shows.
Oh, okay.
No one ever had it, or they never brought it to the show. So then I had to go on eBay and finally pick it up. And of course, the second that happens, every single show, show.
Always.
That's how it goes. It looks like on price charting, you can get a complete copy of this for $40.
Okay.
You can get it loose, just the disc, I assume, but why would you want that for $25? And a new copy, not too bad. If you get a brand new copy of this, it's only going to fetch you $116. Like a sealed copy.
$60.
Like $40 more than a actual new PS5 game or something.
Right.
Right.
Depending on which
way
one
more
it is.
fun.
Yeah. Nice.
No install, no loading. It
Yeah.
boots up rather quick.
I will say it'd be interesting because you did mention you rented this back in the day, and it's neat to see that gap when you go from Nintendo and Super Nintendo with renting games with the battery backups, but when you go to GameCube, you're saving stuff to your own memory card. So when you rent that game the following week, you could pick up right where you left off, and essentially you could beat the whole game. Whether if you rent it for a full month, you didn't have to worry about someone saving over your stuff.
That is nice because when I was originally renting Chrono Trigger, I would always have to drop it off, wait in line, ask them to get it from the box and re-rent it so that I didn't lose any of my saved data.
Wow. You're like, I want that one, the one in the bottom. I just dropped it in.
Yep. I just dropped it off.
Yeah. So they were still doing rentals. Like I wasn't renting games in 2003. So like that, I don't remember. Yep. Wow. That's crazy. Man, I'm old. Dang.
That you are, David. That you are. The rest of us are nice and young over here.
So what are we rating this, guys?
I'd probably give it a 4. I didn't fully, go through the whole game, so I don't know if it's a 5 out of 5 for me, but I give it a high 4.
Okay.
10.
How about you? Oh, 10.
10 for Tom.
10 for Tom. No, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5, yeah. Well, I mean, you picked it. It doesn't, of course.
Well, that's my fear was I'd start replaying it and be like, yeah, no, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I know that you've been, as long as I've known you, Tom, I know you've talked about this game for a long time. Like I remember we've had conversations about this game before we even, before I was even a part of the podcast with Russ. So like, it tracks. Everything tracks. It was a great game. I didn't really get to, get into it too much, but I would agree with Russ. Like, I don't know if it's a 5 yet for me, but like based on gameplay and music and being ahead of its time and all that stuff, yeah, I would go solid 4 for now, and with the ability to go up from there. You, Keith?
Well, because I just watched a friend play it.
Yeah.
I would. I'm gonna play this a little different. Would I rent it after seeing a friend play it? What's my rating of would I rent it? It would probably be a 4.5. It would be definitely one on my list after seeing a friend play it.
Yeah.
And if I was at the rental store and I saw it, I'd be like, yeah, this is the one I'm taking home. So
Awesome.
looks super cool. I'd love to actually get into it. So
Yeah, I hope you guys do get some time to actually play it.
Yeah.
Like I said, the comedy in it too.
Yeah.
Is
Very of the time
Just
and
this.
with some of the games. Yeah. So
Yeah.
fits with
it's
it.
got that feeling of the time for sure. And kind of even just watching it took me
100%.
back to memories.
I have
of the time.
after watching gameplay too, like I have a question for you guys about this game that I kind of like made the comparison to. It does have that moments of going fast, so it kind of reminds you a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog, and the later games like the 3D Sonic games, I feel like those might have taken a little bit of a cue from this game. Just saying. I think like there was some inspiration in the later Sonic games that went 3D. I could see a lot of the relationships between these two.
Yes.
Sweet. What are we getting into next week, Dave? What are we
Well,
renting?
next week, guys, I know the podcast comes out on Saturday, but next Friday is Friday the 13th. So we will be getting into the NES version of Friday the 13th. So play that. I know it's one of Russ's favorites.
Destroy
Russ,
Jason if you can.
I can't.
It's a tough one.
It is a hard one.
I will say if I'll be playing it. Although we record on Wednesday nights, I am doing a live stream that Friday for Friday the 13th. So we'll be playing the NES game, the newer one that came out in 2017, and there's a puzzle game as well. So come hang out. I think we're going to be starting a little bit later. I think maybe 8:30 or so. Put the kids to bed, then we'll play some Friday the 13th. It should be a good one.
So that's
Risky year this year. There's 3 Friday the 13th from the looks of it.
Yeah,
Well, it's a good thing there's a lot of games then.
Right.
Oh, this year, yeah, there are 3. And the other one we had was like not like a month ago. It was like
Yeah.
came up so
Literally
quick. And I was
last
like, oh,
month.
the next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Wow, sweet.
All right. We're going to do a Throwdown Showdown since we have Tom here. We're going to put 2 different things that are kind of similar up against each other and see who Rob thinks would win. He's going to give us an idea here, but we're going to talk it out as we go. So Throwdown Showdown it is. All right.
I love it.
We'll try to put
Have you
this
not
together.
seen that, Tom?
I have not seen that yet. That's amazing.
The magic of Russ right there.
Your
We'll put this
segue
together a
is
little better than
always
last
great.
time. So this week we're gonna do Bueller versus the Breakfast Club. So we're gonna have a 90s movie logical fight. So not a literal
Okay.
brawl, but kind of more how this would play out. So the teams we're gonna talk about first. We've got the team of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We've got Ferris Bueller, who's a master manipulator, chaos engineer, and a psychological warfare expert. We all know who Ferris Bueller is. Cameron Frey is the neurotic but dangerous when pushed, capable of sudden emotional nukes friend of Ferris. Sloane Peterson, his girlfriend, calm, observant, socially lethal, and she manages to keep Ferris grounded. The strengths of the team we're looking at here for this fight are going to be outsmarting the opponents, turning authority figures against each other, psychological pressure, and winning without throwing a single punch. when we look at the Breakfast Club, we've got John Bender. He's tough. He's aggressive. He's street smart. We've got Andrew Clark. He's athletic, and he has that physical strength. We roll into Claire Standish. She is the social influence, and she has a lot of composure. We see Allison Reynolds here. She is going to be our unpredictable wild card in this fight. And Brian Johnson is a strategic thinker and plans ahead.
Yeah.
Their strengths are going to be raw physical advantage with Bender and Andrew here. We've got emotional honesty, the numbers 5 versus 3, and Bender's intimidation factor. So how do you guys think this fight is going to play out? I want you guys to talk it through. What would the initial confrontation be like? They run into each other. They decide that this is their school and the other one needs to get lost. How does it start?
Well, I mean, to start out, I mean, for Ferris Bueller, you're only talking about 3, right?
That's all I need.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Okay. So you got 3 against 5 here.
Yeah. So how do we think they're... Who do we think is going to get the initial advantage here?
It's
I think the Breakfast Club is going to get the initial advantage.
What'd you say, Tom?
It's a fight for the school.
Well, maybe the meeting at the school, maybe. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We'll give Ferris Bueller home field advantage since it's a 3-on-5.
All right, sounds good.
Is that fair? I mean, I thought about this one this week, to be honest with you guys. And
Get
I
your
don't
notes.
know. I feel like I think it's a Breakfast Club thing, like all the way. I don't
Think so?
I think so. I mean,
Right.
let me tell you something. There is, did you see how fast Andrew Clark took out Bender in Breakfast Club? And then Bender pulled out a knife. So I'm just putting that out there too. Like, he carries weapons.
So
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Rob is saying our initial confrontation here, Bender is going to immediately size up Ferris and go, like you said, on that offensive, mostly verbally at the start, trying to break Ferris down. Andrew is going to get ready to throw hands if needed, like you said, Dave. He's ready to go. And Ferris is just going to smile, which I think we all know is probably a bad sign. So phase 2 of this little battle is going to be psychological warfare. What are we thinking here? Right. Who's going to win? We're talking psychological warfare against these two groups.
Bueller. He's a master manipulator.
Yep, Ferris is.
He's the sausage king.
He's the sausage king of Chicago,
right?
Although, what is Mike? Is it what's his name? Anthony Michael Hall. Well, his character in Breakfast Club. He's kind of like the nerdy kid.
Brian
Johnson.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the one that writes the letter at the end of the Breakfast Club.
Yep.
I feel like him and Ferris can kind of go up against each other on that. I do think Ferris would probably win that though. As like Tom said, being a master manipulator.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Rob is telling us here. He figures that Ferris is going to casually expose Bender's insecurities in front of everybody, knocking him down, that bully pushing him down a little bit, right? Sloane's going to quietly pull Claire aside and dismantle her social hierarchy. Cameron is going to spiral. Cameron spirals. And when Cameron spirals, things break. All right. So now we have authority chaos. We're going to have Vernon is going to show up, the principal. Okay. See what's going to happen next. What do you guys think is going to happen when an authority figure walks in the room while these two are kind of sizing each other up and starting to break each other apart?
Well, I mean, Breakfast Club, man, don't mess with the bull. You'll get the horns.
Don't do it, Tom.
I'm going to drop it right there.
I'm not going to do it.
Didn't know I was going to test that today, did you?
I feel like Ferris probably has something planned where he's like waiting for that authority figure to come in to trigger something else. Like he was counting on that
I
to
can see
happen
that.
ahead of time to play to his advantage.
Okay. That's
Like
a
he's
smart
like,
move.
obviously that's gonna happen at some point. So when it does, I'll already be ready, and whatever plan is in motion for him.
Thought it out. So we're looking at Ferris somehow convinces Vernon that Bender started the fight, and then Andrew is lying. Brian, like you were talking about earlier, David, Brian accidentally helps Ferris by overthinking the situation. And Allison switches sides because she's our wild card and because she kind of likes the vibe that she's getting from Ferris. So that's kind of how that goes, which brings us to our final outcome of this battle. The winner, Ferris Bueller's Day Off crew. And the reason we're getting from Rob as to why is Ferris doesn't fight fair at all. He writes the rules as he goes. The Breakfast Club would win in a straight up gem brawl fight because we were talking, David, more people, more physicality. None of the Breakfast Club really look like they'd be fighters, in my opinion. But Ferris would win by turning the fight into a misunderstanding, a confession, and a life lesson in the end, having that little conversation at the end. By the end, no one remembers how it started. Bender storms off. Cameron has an emotional breakdown, and Ferris walks away untouched. So, final verdict: physical fight, Breakfast Club. They are the stronger, more powerful group. Mind games, Ferris Bueller. Using 80s movie logic, Ferris Bueller is the winner. So, let us know in the comments who you would root for in these two, and who do you think would actually have won. Tell us why Rob the Robot is wrong and what you think.
Rob's right.
I think Rob's right. I think Ferris is going to win unless they're really throwing hands, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like physically fighting. Yeah.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop to take a look around. You could miss it.
What are you still doing?
Clearly
here?
yours, the Breakfast
Oh.
Club.
What are you doing? Hey, what a segue. Name that quote. Let's go, Russ.
Hey, I bet you can't name that quote.
All right. I gave our guest, Tom Ryan, his choice whether or not he wanted sound check or name that quote. And he opted for name that quote. So we are going back to the 80s for some 80s quote trivia, I guess. I don't know what you call it. But anyway, are we ready for number one?
Yeah.
And honestly, guys, there is no theme. Just know that they're all from the 80s.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
There is no theme. All right, here we go. Clear my throat. Number one. We're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it. That's all.
Batman Returns.
Harry and the Hendersons.
It totally could have fit. I feel like that quote could fit in Batman Returns.
We're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it. That's all.
And it could be almost any genre of movie, I feel like, with this. So that doesn't help you narrow it down. Maybe when you hear it.
Tickling
You
the
might-
brain.
You might get it with the audio.
All right, let's hear it.
We're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it, that's all.
That did not help.
I don't recognize that that actor. One more time.
We're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it, that's all.
Are they?
Come on, you guys
I feel
know
like they're
this
like in a
voice.
room or something,
Well, they're in a room,
part of a club or something,
possibly.
some sort of bacon and eggs club.
All right.
What
I
is
think I
it,
got
Keith? What is it? What is it,
I
Tom?
think it's Breakfast Club.
Oh, I was gonna say the brunch club.
Oh,
Brunch
Club.
Club.
late afternoon
I
snack club.
never heard about that club.
Fantastic.
I didn't even give the answer, guys. Totally wrong. Oh, see.
It is the brunch club.
It is Andrew Clark, played by Emilio Estevez in The Breakfast Club, 1985.
And I was like, Emilio.
I was Night at the Roxbury. All right, good job. Number one. I gave that one to you guys because I knew we were doing Ferris Bueller and The Breakfast Club.
Makes sense.
I will tell you this. do not expect a Ferris Bueller quote on this list.
Darn.
I'm not blowing smoke. Trust me. All right, number 2. This is a fun one. You know, if I had a dog with a face like yours, I'd shave its ass and teach it to walk backwards. If you want the year, I'll give you the year.
I don't think that's going to help.
Okay.
No. Keeps meditating.
I don't know
I got
it.
nothing on it.
I'll probably kick myself. I've heard that one a few times.
So
All right, let's hear it.
You know, if I had a dog with a face like yours, I'd shave his ass and teach him to walk backwards.
What'd you say?
Oh, I don't know
You guys
what it's
should
from.
get this,
I know
no
who it
problem.
is. I think I know who it is.
I should get this, no problem.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No, it is not the Sausage King of Chicago.
I had a dog like yours.
Batman Returns.
Not Batman Returns.
Gotta think of movies with dogs in it. Let's see. Air Bud. No, that's
I don't think
90s.
there's actually a dog in there.
You know, if I had a dog with a face like yours, I'd shave his ass and teach him to walk backwards.
What'd you say?
No,
What do
nothing.
we got? Any guesses? No.
Nothing?
No, it's not
Oh. You guys give up?
Yeah, I'm tapping out.
Keith, I am very disappointed in you.
there. I'm disappointed in me too.
This is Brian Kelly, played by Christian Slater, in Gleaming the Cube.
I'm not as disappointed in myself as I thought I was, because I've only actually seen that movie once.
Oh, come on. We've talked about this movie, though.
It's a getter. It's a getter.
It's a
But
really
I've
good one.
Watched it all the way through
If
one.
you guys have not seen it, you need to watch Gleaming the Cube.
It's got Tony
I have
Hawk
not
in it.
seen it.
Tony Hawk is in it. Yeah.
Tony Hawk is in it, yes.
Yeah, it's got Tony Hawk in it.
Yeah, he watched his friend burn the house down.
Tony Hawk?
You'll
Yeah.
get that reference if you watch the movie. All right, last one, guys.
Last one.
Here we go. My brain is like oatmeal. I yelled at Kenny today for coloring outside the lines. Meg and I are starting to watch the same TV shows, and I'm liking them. I'm losing it.
Family Guy.
Direction I'm going to.
That's like said mega.
Yeah. My brain is like oatmeal. I yelled at Kenny today for coloring outside the lines. Megan and I are starting to watch the same TV shows, and I'm liking them. I'm losing it.
I got to guess.
You got to guess. You
well,
want to hear it
let's play
first?
the quote. Let's play the quote.
My brain is like oatmeal. I yelled at Kenny today for coloring outside the lines. Megan and I are starting to watch the same TV shows, and I'm liking them.
Ooh, I think I know what it is.
All right, well, let's let our
Let
guest.
guess go first. Yeah.
Let's guest go first.
I'm going to go with Mr. Mom.
Okay, how about you, Russ?
That was my guess. Yeah, Mr. Mom.
Okay, Keith.
That's what I would guess, even though I want to say multiplicity for other quotes. But yes, I would guess.
Okay, that is Jack from Mr. Mom, 1980. Michael Keaton.
On the
Batman
board.
Returns.
You get it. You know what? Funny story about this movie, since you guys all got this. You know the kid who plays Kenny, who he's the one that has the whoopee, you know, the blanket he carries around?
Yeah.
I did a little research, guys. He is a voice actor now, and he has done the voice of Blanca in Street Fighter 4 and beyond. He has done voices for Final Fantasy games, Castlevania games, Fallout games, Last of Us games, Red Dead Redemption, and Injustice 2, he plays the Flash.
Ooh,
Wow, he got pretty good repertoire there.
Pretty good. Like,
It
who
worked.
would have thought, like, watching this back
Let's get
in
him on the show.
right?
yeah. Imagine that back in the 80s, you know, seeing this
Oh,
kid
there
on
will be.
TV. Yeah, seriously. That's crazy. I was like, that's pretty wild. So congratulations, guys. You did pretty well. You did not get the second quote, but that's okay. I kind of gave you the first one. So
Tony Hawk
I
was
gave
in
you
it.
two. Tony Hawk was in it. Pizza Hut was in it. Yeah, doesn't he drive the Pizza Hut truck or something? Something like that. Anyway, good job, guys. Sound check for next week.
Perfect. All right. Before we get into the next main topic, chatting with Tom, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll see you when we get back.
Our sponsor this week is artist Tom Ryan from Tom Ryan Studio. And if you're a comic fan, well, listen up. Tom creates hand-drawn sketch covers, variant comic covers, and he's done published work with Dynamite Comics. He also makes enamel pins and color-rich art prints that pop. And here's the quality flex. If it's a print error, he won't sell it. No laziness, no rush batches, and no AI art. Just legit talent and love for the craft. Check out Tom Ryan Studio on Etsy or click the link down below to head to his site and use our code to save some cash. Support someone who actually draws his work. Tom Ryan Studio.
Here he is in the flesh.
Hey,
Right there.
what a great sponsorship. Thank you for that, Russ.
Absolutely. Cranking out some videos. I'm rocking. If you guys see here, this is one of Tom's shirts here. He did Ren and Stimpy as Spider-Man and Venom, which is a fun mashup. You do quite a few different mashups, as I recall. So
I do, yeah. I like the mashups. It's tougher to come at me.
legally, we mean?
Yeah, because it definitely falls under the parody laws at that point.
Yeah.
And they're just fun to do. You know, two things that you wouldn't necessarily think would go together. The Ren and Stimpy, he's the irritable Spider Ren and Stimpum. So, Venom is one of my favorite characters to mishmash with other characters.
Yeah, you did. What was it? Stitch'em? How did
Stitch'em
you Stitch and Venom?
One. Yeah. Mew'em, mashup between Mew and Venom.
Okay, from Pokemon.
There's been a few others.
I mean, speaking of mashups, guys.
Right.
I mean, right there.
That one just made
Geriatric, My Pet Monster.
Pull up that website, Russ. Let's take a look.
Yeah. We got here. Share screen. Where's our Etsy? You want to do your Etsy or your actual website, Tom? I haven't.
We could probably do my actual website.
Okay.
Because then we could take a look at the beer cans, geek art, and some pens that I've done.
That's super cool.
Can I ask you a couple questions, Tom? I got a couple
Absolutely.
questions for you. I would love to know, like, first off, how long have you been a comic book artist for? Like, not even full time, but like, when did you kind of get into wanting to do comic book art? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Maybe like high school.
Okay.
I was into comic books at the time.
Yeah.
And
I think we all.
We had a couple art colleges come to our art classes and kind of like say, "Hey, this is what we do here." Blah blah blah.
They're
blah.
scouting.
Yeah, kind of like scouting. And it dawned on me then that I can be an artist. Like that was a viable path. My dad always said, "You're going to go to college, or you're going to join the army." So this was kind of like the loophole of, well, I'll go to art school. It's, I could get a bachelor's degree, that's a college. And then I don't have to go to the army and be yelled at all day.
Did you draw prior to that, or did you pick it up in high school? You did. Okay.
Oh, I've always been drawing, always had a love for it. I think my first memory of um, like being artsy was probably in like the first grade. We had to, there was an assignment of you had to draw or color in polar bears on an iceberg. And everybody's like, grabbing all sorts of colors and they're just, having a good time coloring in. And I just took the blue and just kind of like did an outline and then colored in the sky. And, just because they're, polar bears are white and you're gonna, and the teacher, was just like, are you finished with this? And I was just like, yeah. And she was just like, that's really good that, you're thinking like that. And it got put up on the blackboard. It was in the number, just like, oh, all right,
that's great.
This is something we can do something with this.
That's great. Was there a comic book line, or I don't know what you call it, like an IP that kind of got you into doing comic books specifically, or like I'm wondering just what made that transition from just like drawing into comic books?
Right.
Because I'm gonna say, guys, like anyone that's listening, like Tom knows his stuff, man. Like this dude can draw with his eyes closed. Like he is legit. And I'm not just trying to like say it because he's a guest or anything like that, but like I don't think I've ever met like another artist. I mean, I did go to school for art as well, and I did take illustration courses. But like with Tom's color theory and all of those things added up together, and then him doing the comic books, I'm just very intrigued on like the story about how somebody even gets into that frame of mind of, hey, I'm gonna go and do this comic books. Did you create that style, or did you always kind of have that style in your art?
So I don't think I really necessarily have a style, and people might argue with me on this, but I don't see it. I always try for whatever particular piece I'm working on, figure out the best of my ability to do that. And that might just be how every artist tries to do their pieces, and that's their style. But like, I guess a comic book look didn't really come into play. Maybe like end of high school, I was reading more comic books. Anime was just becoming accessible, and I liked that, angular style, the bold lines of the animation and everything. So I started incorporating that into my art. I was in advanced art in high school, so part of that was you had to have a overall portfolio, arcing portfolio, and I did a comic book story in different mediums. So some of it was done in pencil, ink, paint, and it all kind of like fit together to create a story. And then I got to college and they said, you're not going to make any money on that. And they beat that out of me completely. And then it wasn't until, I don't know, like a few years after college that I started getting back into drawing for the love of it and the fun of it. And that's where comic books came back into my life.
I fully agree with you that you do have multiple areas of expertise in different styles and exploring different styles of art. However, I know when I see a Tom Ryan art piece. And case in point, dude, I called you like a couple of weeks ago when I saw that poster in a video game. And I was like, that looks very familiar. And I picked it up because it seemed like your style. For those that don't know, I was watching gameplay of my daughter was watching a YouTuber that she follows playing a video game. I don't remember what the game was again. But anyway,
Dead
I saw
2 or something.
Dead 2, something like that.
Yeah.
And on the wall, there was various movie posters. And there was a Back to the Future movie poster. And I was like, that looks awfully familiar. So I texted Tom. And sure enough, somebody ripped them off, and there it is right there. That was on the wall in the video game. And I remember texting Tom about it, and Tom says to me, "Neat, they didn't pay for that."
Yeah.
So, don't rip off your artists, guys. Like, I'm sure it was like a indie developer or whatever, but
No
those are
excuse.
those are the
excuse.
things. No, but those are the things. But what I'm getting at is I do feel like Tom does have his hands in multiple styles, but I can tell. And I've had a conversation with a couple of the artists that were at your mini con recently, and they said the same thing. They're like, they saw my sweatshirt. I was wearing my sweatshirt, and they're like, "Oh, is that a Tom Ryan piece?" And I said, "It sure is." And they were like, "I could tell he's got amazing color theory knowledge and everything." So yeah,
It's very nice to hear.
it is very nice, especially from other artists. So,
Absolutely.
So good job on that.
You done comic books, enamel pins, and all that. You did mention you designed some beer cans. If you want to, I said we're on the website here. I could show some of these.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, I used to work for Mispillion River Brewing down over in Delaware, and I've designed so many cans within a span of maybe about 8 years. And it was funny how I got the job to begin with. A girl that I used to work with in this one company, she moved down to Delaware. She was in the brewery, and there was a sign looking for an artist, and she thought of me, sent me the contact info. I contacted them, and Eric was the owner at the time. We had a good talk. He ended up entrusting me to do one can. We did the can, worked out great. And then there was an issue with one of the names or the likenesses. So after that, we stepped away from doing like real people, and we went with animals because you can't, get in trouble for a likeness of an animal. And that's where like this anamorphic type style came in with like Kitty Roosevelt. But I mean, it got to the point where before we'd be on calls for like 2 hours, just kind of like getting an idea down and what they're kind of looking for style wise. And it got to the point where they just call up and go, name Space Otter and 1950s. I was like, done. And there it is. Space Otter up there.
Was it on the second page?
Oh, you just had it. It was at the bottom.
Right there.
There you go. Oh, it is on that one.
By the end of the week, I had it. And then I've redesigned these cans at least 3 or 4 times as well. Because anytime they change can size format, I'd have to go back into the file. So then I make like small little tweaks, to the design, because some of these designs, I did, 5 years ago. And within that time, I've, gotten better. I've learned newer tricks. So I was able to clean up some things. And it was never really a big problem because the overall aesthetic stayed the same, and they're reprinting. It's not like I'm, doing it and then say, hey, make a new run of this. No, they're reprinting it. So I was taking the liberty of that time to do some updates.
Are these limited? Like, do they have the beer out for a limited time, or are these always out like they're still out today?
A lot of them became limited, and then they went down to 4 core beers, and then which was Space Otter, Reach Around. Can't think of the other 2. And then the War series was something that came around annually. But yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Now, do jobs like this, if you don't mind me asking, you can totally not answer if you don't want to, but do these jobs do it as part of licensing the images through you, or is it just kind of like a flat fee and they have the design and then they kind of
bought the design flat out? That's what
they
we
buy it out
agreed upon at the very beginning of it.
Gotcha.
Other jobs, you can go ahead and license, but most of the people I've been dealing with want the designs, for all eternity. So, and which I'm fine with. They can have the art. I keep the working files. That's like,
Sure.
that's my, sketchbook and everything. You don't get to have that. So,
Right.
and that's with a couple people that took some getting used to with working
Sure.
with me.
Yeah. Great.
Sweet. What else we got here? What else you want to showcase? Pins, t-shirts.
Oh yeah, let's talk about his pins.
Yeah, we can talk about pins. Yeah.
Yeah, because the pins are super popular, especially when we go to all the conventions, right? Like those are your big sellers.
Yes and no. They used to be huge sellers, but I'm now seeing an increase in my print sales again, which I'm very happy with.
That's great.
But that's also because I'm now doing a deal on the prints, I think, so it makes it a little bit more accessible. Whereas with the pins, I've been doing a buy more, save more route. So now that I'm able to transfer that to prints, I think I'm getting, a nice even back and forth with that.
Yeah. And speaking of your prints, though, real quick, and we'll jump right back into the pins. What I like about Tom and doing these prints is that Tom prints them himself. He's not sourcing them out to printers and printing them in bulk and bringing them to a show and selling them like that. He's literally printing each one at a time, and he has quality control over every single thing that he sells. So that's something that a lot of artists don't do. So I really, applaud Tom for going that extra mile for doing that, because that's a big task to do, and it's a lot of time as well, because you're printing them one at a time.
So much time.
Yeah,
that was
one
of the highlights in my commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
yes. I mean, I've been able to cut down the time from upgrading my printers. At the start, when I started doing this, it would take up to 30 minutes to do one print, 11 by 17. Wow. I am now down of printing. I think it's about 2 minutes for one print, which frees me up so much. The only issue I have currently with my printer is I can only fit 4 sheets in at a time, or else it jams. So,
right. So you can't do a full batch. I need 50 prints of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You're like,
which I don't do.
Come back in 10 minutes.
I like to. I don't like to overprint the prints. I'll at the start, I didn't know any better, so I was bringing like 10 prints to a show, and it was just extra weight. Like I'd sell one every 5 shows, so I don't need to do that now. So I bring 3 to 5 now, and if I sell out, I sell out, and then you have the option of buying it from me still, and I just ship it out to you when I get back to the studio, or you just wait till the next time you see me. So
new idea. Bring your printer to the show. You just print them right there.
Don't even
bring no stock. You just print right there. Print on demand.
My first year doing Terrificon, Terrificon is over at Mohegan Sun here in Connecticut, and I was staying, I think, over in Groton, some real bad, shady hotel.
Really, Groton?
Yeah, this was
guess near the naval base.
Yes, yeah. And then so this is one of my first printers, and I did have a continuous ink feeding system, which is a separate unit, and all the colors are on the side. So you're not playing with like cartridges; you're just playing with big reservoirs of ink, and then you don't have to constantly, fill up the cartridges. But it was in 2 parts, and I remember not wanting to leave it in the car, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to sell so much at the show. I'll just print when I'm at the hotel at night, and my inventory will be amazing." So I remember carrying with a plank of wood up the stairs, trying not to tip too much, or else the ink will fall out of the reservoir. Fighting to get the door open to lay it in, and I don't think I sold 5 prints that show.
Wow.
So we don't do that anymore.
And also, when you talk about like when your old printer used to print, one every 30 minutes, I mean, and then if that prints and it doesn't come out to your liking, that's a
Right. 30
wasted
minutes
half
gone.
hour and wasted ink. And
And
like
Paper,
Yeah.
that's the other I
time.
mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the other thing that people need to consider too when buying a print from you is like it's going to cost you more to print than going to a printer because you're paying for the ink, you're paying for the time, you're paying for the paper, and it's all right out of pocket. So, yeah, that's a big investment on yourself as well.
And a lot of the print on demand sites, and I don't want to throw any shade at any of them. Just in my experience, you're not going to get the vibrancy that I can get from my printer, and that's due to the fact that when you convert RGB into CMYK, it's not going to be as vibrant. So therefore, your colors on a say print on demand place are going to be a little bit more flat. And then there are ways around that. You could print on glossy paper, so it looks a little bit shinier. But I've found the nice paper that I like. It's a semi-gloss, and the printing system that I have, it works for me. I always recommend it to artists. I was like, hey, look, it's an investment, sure, but this way, if you have a slow seller, you're not sitting on the minimum order from these print on demand places of 50 prints. If you don't know if this print is going to do well, you print out 5. And if you sell 1, well, okay, you have 4 for the next show, rather than 49 for the next show.
Yeah. You want Russ, can you bring back up those pins? You can get back to those pins. So do you have a big seller for the pins? I know you said Stitchem was always a big seller for you in general.
Stitchem is a big seller. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff on Etsy has been taken down. The Turtles were a really big seller for me on there. Masters of the Universe was a really big seller, but
Did the Turtles issue come into play having an issue with the selling of the I guess the toy line, because now Playmates does not own the rights to Turtles?
Well, this was Viacom,
Viacom,
aka Nickelodeon. And I think it might have been due to the movie. Anytime I've had a takedown, it was because a movie was coming out. So one of my first big shutdowns of the site, I had a Batman print, and I retired this print long time ago, and somebody reached out to me on Instagram and asked if I still had one. I was like, yeah, no, I still have one. I put it up on Etsy. They never bought it. I forgot about it. And then years later, the Batman was coming out. And then I got hit with a copyright infringement, and from there, a bunch of my other DC stuff, which bothered me because it was all original art. They're not supposed to be taking down original art, or because it's a one of one. Prints, I understand, but I mean, all of mine are my original designs anyway. But yeah, so that was a really big hit for me. It happened right around the holiday season, and my shop was what they did was they took down everything, gave me a strike, and then held my money hostage until I showed proof that orders were going out in a timely manner, and then they will trickle out the sale of the funds back out to me. And then my suspension was going to last until January 31st, and it was I think December 30th, after me doing, the processing orders every other day, showing tracking information, right after the holiday season, they're like, all right, you're good. And then, so it felt like they were just, holding on to that money for the holiday season. And then once that was done, it was not that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah. Where is that fine line of like parody law and like infringement on copyright? Like what, like that's something that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Is because what I know is that if something falls under, so if Tom makes an image it can kind of fall under a parody law where it's okay to do that. But then at times there's just like copyright takedown. So where is that line?
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know either.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
It depends who's, I guess, doing the suit. Whoever logs in that day and decides.
That's
like
pretty
this.
much it. My understanding of how it works with, like, say, takedowns on Etsy is, well, now they have bots that scrub the site. Back in the day, it was other sellers that were tattling on other people. So if I saw that Russ was selling something similar to me and he was making more money, I'd go ahead and tattle on him, get him taken down, and now I get those sales.
Wow.
I never did that. It's happened to me a few times, but that was my but that was my understanding of how it worked. This is like almost 10 years ago. Now they have bots that scrub the site, and then plenty of like lawyer-esque type companies that's what they do, is they just will sit there, find something, and then report it. And then if it gets taken down, they get paid somehow.
Wow.
And then you have the
Lawyers.
people that just flat out steal designs and reproduce it. And
you
then
ever
they
have it-
make more
Yeah.
money than I make more money.
Do you ever have
Jerks.
any issues with the mashups then?
Not necessarily, no. That's why I
Okay.
like them a little bit easier, because a little bit better, because, you know, you're pissing off two and then they're fighting and then you get to skate under the radar.
But
I'm such a small fry too in the scale of things.
Sure, sure.
That, you know, my stuff is all limited too. I'm not mass producing them. I have a set amount, and when they're sold out, I might re-up, I might not.
Yeah. So just know, everybody, you know, it's not easy being, you know, self-employed artist, and, you know, Tom does the legwork. You know, he gets the jobs, he gets the contacts, like he does the work. So
I do.
Tom's the man.
And sometimes I have to
Tom's the-
turn jobs down because
and that's a good problem to have.
sometimes it is.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just like, I really don't want to do it.
Yeah. Do you have anything coming up that we can talk about?
Yeah, we can talk about my next cover that I have coming up. It's called 8-Bit Slasher. And
That sounds like a Russ Lyman independent movie.
right?
It is. That's what I named the first two roads. One that I did dress up as Jason. I named it 8-Bit Slasher.
I told Russ this is right up his alley.
Yeah.
So it's about a video game character that he's like a Freddy or a Jason, but like on an 8-bit cartridge, and somehow he gets sucked out and then starts killing a bunch of teenagers and stuff. And it was a one-off, and now they recently signed a deal for a trade paperback. So the Kickstarter goes live, I think mid-March, where it will be the full run, bunch of new images and everything. But my cover is going to be one of the covers that are featured in stores. So,
Very
Nice.
cool.
That's dope. I dig
So
it.
is that like so that is like a mass produced thing? It's already past the Kickstarter then?
no, so it's, I think from what he was saying, it got picked up, but he's responsible for producing the books. So the
Okay.
Kickstarter is going to be to get the new books printed. And I am about 90% done with the cover. So he just sent me the title as a art file, and I'll be able to go ahead and send that to him maybe by like tomorrow afternoon.
I don't know if
that's
this is
what-
it. This is it.
This is the original one. So Mike Spring is the creator there.
Okay.
And in, I think, about a week or so, there will be a new one, and it will feature my art. So this one right here is done by my friend Ryan Brown. He was at the
Yeah,
Minicon.
Mhm.
Yep.
All the Ryans.
Yeah, there are a lot of Ryans, and a lot of Robs too. We
A
had
lot of Robs.
oh,
that's cool. I like
three
that.
Ryans and
That's
three
neat.
Robs at the show.
Yeah. And when is this book supposed to be released? Do we know?
Kickstarter's not even up yet. So.
Yeah, the Kickstarter is not up yet. So I imagine once you could buy this as a regular comic book right now.
Oh,
this is
I
gonna
see.
There might be something in the comments that says last updated March 4th, 2026.
Oh, okay.
I'll just click on the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because I think he just announced that the
try updates.
Let's see. Yeah.
There you go.
So I was saying, let's get to more important stuff.
Coming soon.
I don't think I see anything. No.
We know that it's coming soon.
It's coming soon.
It's coming soon. Yeah.
And are they going to put your art then on the Kickstarter?
Yes, my art will be on the Kickstarter.
Sweet.
Let's see here. Can I copy this and?
Oh, like give me a link.
Yeah.
Now, do you have with while you guys do that, is there any other projects in the works?
Oh, I have the SoCal Gaming Expo shirt design that I'm working on.
Which all three of us are going to.
That's right. You all can get shirts, and
I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can, Tom.
Why is
Why
that?
not?
Oh, that's true.
You have to pay for a VIP package to get a shirt. I couldn't get one last time I went.
Oh,
because we are guests. No.
Actually, there's going to be two versions.
Okay.
So there's going to be the VIP version, and then there will be a open to the public version. After being yelled at a few times at Retro World Expo from a few people wanting it, I was able to talk to Chris into offering a variant of the designs, and we implemented that last year at SoCal and at Retro World, and it went well. So we're going to do that. I believe we're going to do that again.
Yeah, it was like a white shirt was like the public one, and a
Yep.
black shirt was the exclusive with a more brighter design.
Yeah. And the design for SoCal, I'm getting myself a shirt because that thing is awesome.
I'll start coloring it next week. So.
Oh, really? Well, we could tell what it is because you've already shared like the idea, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. Why don't you do that? No, you take it.
Well, it's a game called. Yeah.
I'm trying to find it here. So,
do you have it listed on here?
There, you see some process shots.
Okay.
I think they're videos. So
there it is.
TNC Surf and Design mashed up with Zelda, because it's Zelda's 40th birthday this year.
That's awesome.
Nice.
You got.
I can't wait.
Ganon hanging 10.
That's awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, it was a fun one to work on. I can't wait to actually get into coloring it. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
I'll say make sure you guys follow Tom, because I am the only one that commented on this video here that says, "Wow, looking awesome."
Do you, Tom? Are you able to mention the Retro World yet, or no?
The design was approved.
Okay, good.
I haven't started finalizing inking it, but it's going to be, unless minds change. I hope they don't, because I'm really excited for this one. Yeah. But it's going to be Zelda themed again, and it's a version of Link wearing Majora's Mask. He's got a Zonai hand. So there's going to be a bunch of like little elements from all of the games. I think he's wearing what is it? The rock feather from the one with the windfish. Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening, yes.
We're gonna have a little bloopy by his legs. He's gonna be wearing the iron boots. So just a bunch of little nods to the Zelda franchise for this one.
And will you be doing? I know last Retro World you did enamel pins as well as the.
I don't know if we're gonna be doing the enamel pins yet. Okay. I know for SoCal last year we did some skateboards, and I think this design will work very well with skateboards.
Yeah.
But we haven't officially discussed that or not, so don't Don't quote me on it, but I mean, I'd love to see some skateboards made up for that. For Retro World, we might do some more pins. I have to see if, if they sold out, then I think that's a good indication that the pins were a good seller. But I mean, if they have 75 left,
Right. They'll just sell them this year and be like, we're not going to.
But I will have at my table a variant print version of the design. I did some artist proofs last year, and those went really well, and I was surprised at. So I think I'm going to do a couple artist proofs of the design this year as well.
And I remember you were at the booth, and people would walk by because they would have the badges. I should almost grab mine, and you were like, "Oh, do you want me to sign your badge?" And a lot of people were like, why? And he's like, and he had the print there, like the sketch or whatever, and he's like, I designed the badge essentially.
Yeah. So many people would be like, yeah, all right, and then I have to explain why I'm signing it, and they're like, oh, all right. Yeah, at Algo last weekend, a couple of kids walked by and they realized that I did the previous year's badges and everything, and they're like, oh, we had no idea. And I was like, well, if you bring them by this year, I'll sign them next year. Sign them this year, and they got really excited for that. So, yeah, that was the first Retro World one that I did. The Metroid one is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was the first one I saw. I grabbed it.
Yeah, looks great. How many years have you been doing Retro World now?
Will be my third. So same thing with SoCal.
Oh, this will be your third for SoCal as well. You started doing them at the same time?
Yeah. So for SoCal, I did the first year 2. I did the Tetris shirts because he had the competition.
Yeah, the Tetris World Championship.
Yep. So I did that, and then I did what did I do?
What design wise? Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct. That was the first one.
Full gore.
I did the full gore with the holding the skateboard and having the half pipe in the background, and then it was Skate or Die last year, and then this year it's the TNC Surf.
Nice. Very cool. Where did Keith go?
Come back. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh,
hey, look at that. Keith's got a shirt.
There's the SoCal Skate or Die.
And that's the black one that we were just talking about. That's a little bit more exclusive.
Yeah, that's the VIP one right there.
And I think that one glows in the dark. Is that correct?
I choose colors that will react underneath the black light. So
black light, okay.
And because they're silk screened, and if they follow the color palette that I recommended, it should react underneath the black light.
Nice.
Same thing with the white ones too, and that goes with my enamel pins. I found certain colors that work very well underneath the black light, so I tend to use those in my designs going forward.
Sweet. Well, Tom, do you have anything you want to plug or anything that you got going on right now?
I mean, I don't know if you have a big following down in DC, but next weekend I'll be down at AwesomeCon. So you might want to come check me out there. At the end of the month, I'm going up to Syracuse, New York for a show where I'm going to be giving, I think, about 50 of my Thundercats #1 books to some of the VIPs, and then I'll be able to sign them if you want. And then somewhere on my social media, I have my full schedule lined up. But I mean, if you're looking for a commission, you can always reach out, and I do commissions because I have to eat.
And
we'll be talking. We'll be talking.
Yeah, he does commissions. Awesome. I mean, we got this. I got this over here, Tom. I got the one of hand-drawn art that Tom designed for my YouTube.
I worked on that one last year at AwesomeCon. I was finalizing it. I was sending you some photos crazy? Behind the table.
Wow. So he's done all of my stuff for YouTube, and I know he's done a bunch of work for Russ. He does Russ's Mario Kart car, which hopefully, we'll get back working on in the spring.
We have a video I haven't put out yet where we spray painted the car.
Nice.
I have sitting on that footage. That was last June. I want to say.
I think so.
Are you going to have to re-spray paint it now?
Well, that was the plan.
Sitting so long.
we're stripping the whole car down and doing new color scheme, new design, and everything.
Oh, I see.
So the video essentially was us refreshing it up for essentially Retro World, but it would still be I think it might have been 2 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Because we had we did the fresher paint job, but we taped over the art, the side art, because you gave me the side art at Retro World.
At Retro World,
the
right.
redesign of what the side art is.
Oh yeah, I remember
which
that.
I never put on. And now we want to do a new color scheme and then a new decal as well. So we'll see.
Nice. So reach out to Tom. Tom, what's your website that we can find you at?
TomRyans.studio.
So not TomRyanStudio.com, guys. TomRyans.studio.
Studio.
No .com.
No .com. I lost that site a long time ago.
And then on Instagram, it's just Tom Ryan's Studio. So reach out to him because works great, man. We love having you as a sponsor. We love having you on the show.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks for having me, guys. This is a lot of fun.
And if you guys are interested, you can go on the Weekly Warp Pipes website and order a Weekly Warp Pipe shirt that Tom designed.
I've seen a few out in the wild too, which has been awesome.
Yeah,
like, hey, I designed that. And then they look and I go, okay.
Looks pretty good. Excellent.
Nice. All right, guys. If you want to call into the show, we do have a phone number. You guys can leave us a voice message, 949-682-9277. Save it in your phone. Let's see if we got any voicemails this week, Rob.
Oh, it looks like we have a voicemail. Let's see who called into the show this week.
I keep dreaming about my dream phone.
It's for you.
Hey guys, this is Joe Giannetti. I live up here in beautiful, sunny, cold Minnesota. I just wanted to call in and tell you that I love the show. I've been listening for years. Long time listener, first time caller. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Heck yeah. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for the phone call.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome.
We got one more, too.
No kidding.
2 phone calls tonight, guys.
Wow.
Yay. What is up, guys? This is Manny from Manny's Arcade, and I just wanted to call and talk about some weird and obscure license games. And I got to say, Revolution X is one of those weird games.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know, I actually kind of enjoyed it. But I mean, who decided to make a Revolution X video game with Aerosmith? Like, it's just a really random collab. I don't know, man. But hey, it's a great soundtrack. I'll give it that much. And also, Blues Brothers 2000 for the Nintendo 64. That's got to be like one of the worst licensed games right there. I don't know, man. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but it's a terrible game. And then, of course, we also have... Oh, geez, I forgot the other game. Oh, Kiss Psycho Circus for the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
A pretty weird-looking game. It's very dark. It's got that Sega Dreamcast tone to it. But how do you have a Kiss game with no Kiss music? It's insane. Guys, I'm out. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Manny. That was last week's topic. We were talking about weird licensed games, so appreciate you adding a couple more. They had that Aerosmith game in the arcade, too. You could play that as a shooter, and you shot CDs, right? That was your bullets.
And ironically enough, it's funny that Manny, like we are recording this on Wednesday, Manny launched his new website today.
That he did, yeah.
Arcade.com, where you could buy retro games, toys, collectibles, all that stuff. So Manny'sArcade.com. If you guys
Congrats,
get a chance to
Manny.
check it out.
I just placed an order already, so
get out.
use code Keep It Retro. You save 10% off. That's what it's supposed on there. So
sweet.
Shout out to Manny. We'll see him at SoCal. Let's jump into. We got Do Yourself a Favor. Jay's going to let us know about a new song to add to the playlist this week.
What's up, guys? NES Addict here, and I'm here with another Do Yourself a Favor. So do yourself a favor and listen to Lillian by Plus 44. I'm going to read some lyrics to you. It says, I left it all behind in the dead of last winter. I left it all behind, but the question still lingers. So long forgotten friends, no you don't know the difference between love and submission, and I'm not that obedient. Anyway, that song always reminds me of winter. It mentions winter. We're going with the winter theme here. So yeah, listen to Lillian. Also, do yourself a favor and follow me on TikTok. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great day. Also, leave us some voice messages. We want to hear from you. What do you got to say to us? Let us know. Tell me when my songs suck. I don't care. Whatever. Let me know. Peace out.
I know I would certainly like to let winter go away.
It's been melting a little bit now. We had some warm days.
It melted quite a bit today. It was like
gone
55 degrees today.
Yeah.
I will say I just got back from Indiana, and once we hit like New York, like a little bit past New York into Pennsylvania, no snow. And then and then we drove back, and I'm like coming to this. I'm like, come on, guys. And then Kylie had another delay yesterday.
Freaking schools.
Oh my God.
Nothing happened yesterday.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Keith, how much have you gotten up there?
We had like a 1.5 feet there over last weekend. So a fair bit. And fluffy, powdery, Hallmark movie style snow for a bit of it, which was kind of nice.
See, our snow was all water. And so, like, I couldn't even take the snowblower to it because it was just all
soupy,
heavy. Yeah,
it was heavy, heavy snow. And I like how Keith said that he kind of said 1.5 feet in like a moderate like sense, like, oh yeah, you know, it was a light winter.
Yeah,
when 1.5 feet here is like, yeah,
it basically didn't snow.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Keith, what are we getting into next?
Well, let's jump over to red pipe, green pipe. We're going to pick a pipe, drop down it, and see where it takes us and enjoy that for a day. So we'll pick one and go from there. Go ahead, Russ.
So what's it going to be?
What's it
All right, you guys are going to have to refresh my memory. There's a chance, Russ, you might have to pull a different one up, but I don't think we've done this one yet. So pull it up. It should be...
Is that the right one?
There. Yeah. This doesn't look familiar to you guys.
I don't remember.
I got a little backwards at one point because I was doing them to myself.
Right.
All right. So we're going on the red pipe.
Geez. Here we
one
go.
Of these,
Here we go.
And you're going to go back and we're going to enjoy everything that is down that pipe. So red pipe, we've got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is the movie we're watching that day. Arby's is going to be what we're having for food. We're going to be watching Rugrats. Great classic Nickelodeon there, I believe. Dr. Pepper is going to be our drink. The Sega Genesis. Anything on the Sega Genesis. You just got the Sega Genesis for the day. And for our snack, we're having some Hot Pockets. So we're going on the red pipe.
Okay.
Green pipe. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is our movie. Subway is our food. And again, Arby's or Subway, whatever you want from there. We're not being like, you have to have this. Beetlejuice, the cartoon, the classic cartoon, is going to be our cartoon. Barks Has Bite, the root beer, is our beverage for the day. The Super Nintendo on the green pipe is what we're going to play. Any Super Nintendo game you guys want, it's on there. And Bagel Bites are going to be our snack. Which pipe are we thinking? Tom, what are you thinking?
Oh, man. Like, this is tough. This is tough.
Keith has gotten progressively harder as the weeks
I
go
remember when he first started. He's like, "Oh, this is a no-brainer." Now it's just like we got 50-50 split here of what I really like.
Here.
So, love Dr. Pepper. I really do.
It's close to Barks though. Like if you
got like
they both
a
got
little bit bite on it.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I love Barks too, but I mean, if normally choice between, I'd go with the Dr. Pepper.
The Dr. Pepper, yeah.
But
yeah,
you're
I'm
missing
not
out
a
Super
Sega
Nintendo.
Genesis guy.
Right.
I'm a Super Nintendo guy.
Okay. We got to make sacrifices on red pipe, green pipe.
I know. I can handle the barks with the little bite.
Okay.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, fantastic movie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, equally as good. Arby's, I never really had Arby's. And Subway, it's Subway.
Eat Fresh.
Rugrats, Beetlejuice, Hot Pockets, big. I'm green pipe.
Green pipe.
Green pipe. Yep.
Now is Super Nintendo the one that sold you?
Super Nintendo's the one that sold me, and then I can handle the barks, and I can find something to eat at Subway. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I liked. I would probably still be playing the Super Nintendo while Beetlejuice is on, and I'd still burn my mouth on the bagel bites.
Sure.
You can burn the direction you go on this one, aren't you?
What'd you say, Keith? I didn't hear that.
You're gonna burn your mouth either direction you go on this one, because the other option is literally
lava inside.
Exactly.
Hot pocket, yeah. What do you think, Russ?
When he was reading Red Pipe, I'm like, yeah, this is good. Like, definitely enjoy Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Again, didn't have much Arby's, but it'd be okay. I mean, I get a bunch of the fries. We already decided that last week.
Yeah.
And definitely enjoy Rugrats. And there's great games on the Sega for sure. I feel like the sodas, I'm like, not too bad. Yeah. Hot Pockets versus Bagel Bites. I definitely prefer Bagel Bites over the Hot Pockets, and I've been getting those at Costco recently. Throw them in the air fryer. Gwen likes them, so I'm almost leaning towards the green pipe. Can definitely tear up some Subway. Get me a chicken teriyaki sub, or maybe the BMT.
I mean, that's not the only thing that's going to be torn up either.
Who knows? Arby's could do that to you. You know, that roast beef and cheese.
I mean, Arby's got the meats.
They got the meats. I haven't watched Beetlejuice cartoon in a while. Rugrats has come up recently because I said I found these stations on YouTube that are like 7 hours long, and it kind of simulates watching cartoons of the time, and they put commercials in. Oh, hey, Penny. Jumps up there. And Rugrats has come up there quite a bit, and they haven't put any of the Beetlejuice cartoon in there. So I was like, it's been a while since I seen the Beetlejuice one, although I remember it being pretty good. I'm still kind of undecided. I'm leaning towards that green pipe again, almost with the Super Nintendo, right? I just did a stream last night playing Super Nintendo. We went through all platformers, and I played that the most. My neighbor had Sega Genesis, so I only played it over there. But I guess this could be an opportunity to go back and see how it would be if I just played Sega all the time instead of Super Nintendo.
No, so undecided yet?
Yeah, give me a couple minutes.
Okay. I feel like if you guys have been listening on the podcast,
green pipe for sure.
I think you guys know which way I'm going.
It's clear pipe. The third option, we break it out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I'll break it down. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Those are kind of like a stalemate. Like those are, I can go one way or another. You know, both of them are excellent movies. As far as Rugrats Beetlejuice, I watched more Rugrats than I did Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is great, but I just found myself watching, what was the Nickelodeon tune? Was it Nicktoons? Is that what it was called?
Like the block of shows.
Yeah. Like Ren and Stimpy and all that stuff. I remember when that first came out, and I would watch all of that. As far as Subway and Arby's go, if you talk to me back in the day, I mean, I still get Subway on a semi-regular basis. Arby's, there is one by my house, and I actually was thinking about getting Arby's today.
Okay.
So there was that option. Russ, pull that up, back up one more time. And then we've got I'm a Hot Pockets over Bagel Bites guy.
Oh, okay.
Like 100%. Like I would have those in college. Like that was a college thing. And then even like at home, I just like, you know, bagel bites like you're one and done, and it's just like you just keep popping them. At least Pop Pockets, like you just
You get
kind
a bunch.
Yeah,
You
but
get
Hot
that
Pockets
tray. You're like, I got 12 with a Hot Pocket. I'm like, 4 bites. You're like, well, now I got to heat up another Hot Pocket. What am I doing?
Yeah. I'm more of a Hot Pockets guy. Obviously,
maybe Dave's got the cooking technique down to where it's not lava inside and ice cold as well.
right. Oh, right. Yeah. Obviously, I'm a Dr. Pepper guy, like all the way. Like that's all I used to drink before I kind of like cut out a lot of soda.
Yeah.
So Dr. Pepper is my choice. And you guys know that I was a Sega Genesis guy. I was not a Super Nintendo kid growing up. My neighbor had the Super Nintendo, so quite the opposite from what Russ is. So all that being said, guys, I'm Red Pipe all the way.
Okay.
Yeah. I could take Subway over Arby's if it was like back in the day, but
Well, this is back in the day.
But Dr. Pepper really solidifies that as well as Sega Genesis, and I feel Hot Pockets as well. So
yeah.
Those 3 alone kind of win it for me. But we didn't get an answer from Russ.
All right, fine.
Lock in, Russ. Lock in.
I'm going Green Pipe. Green Pipe it is. Subway and some Super Nintendo.
Okay.
I'd probably go. I'm leaning Green Pipe. Part of me wants to go Red Pipe, to be honest with you, but I'm trying to think of it as I'm going back to maybe a younger version of me. And Arby's, their sauce was, when I was younger, I was absolutely not into the Arby's sauce. I was like, oh, this isn't very good. So if I'm going back to that, I'm guessing the taste is going to be the same. I'm going to kind of regret that choice. Sega would be fun to play. I'd love to play the Genesis. Rugrats is awesome. Bill and Ted, great. But I'm the opposite. I watched a lot of Beetlejuice because we had like 5 channels. We didn't have cable or anything like that. We didn't have Nickelodeon. So I didn't get to see Rugrats until I was a little bit older. But Beetlejuice was on those channels. So to go back and live that memory, have some Barks, listen to the Barks Have Bite guy, and have a meatball sub. Yeah, I'm going that way. I'm going Green Pipe.
So I'm the lone Red Pipe.
3 Green Pipes, 1 Red Pipe. But maybe Manny is a Red Pipe guy, right? Maybe Manny will leave a comment. Red Pipe, or
Well, we will post
Green Pipe.
Manny, we will post this on our community board so you guys can vote Red Pipe or Green Pipe.
Nice. Excited to see the outcome of that. Awesome, guys. We're wrapping up the show. Certainly was a fun time to hang out with Tom Ryan's studio in the house, in the flesh here.
Thanks for having me, guys. Like I said, this is a lot of fun. So, been watching you since day one, and it's nice to finally get to talk to Keith. I've talked to you guys so many times. So.
Me too. I was glad you were here.
Right?
Every week.
So yeah, definitely give Tom a follow. I got links in the description for his Instagram page. He's got his Etsy and his regular website, which you can order stuff from. Again, t-shirts, enamel pins, prints. You started selling sketch covers. Even what are those like notepads you've been doing? You've been selling with the stickers on it. At shows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. So years ago, I used to hand draw on journals and everything. So I have a good amount of backstock of those, and I have a ton of stickers that aren't selling. So I was like, let me just slap these together. And so I've made about 5 of them, and I have about 5 of them. So they have not been selling.
I wonder. Maybe it's just the market. Maybe people. Maybe how you're displaying them at the shows. I don't know.
It could be. I think I've only had it at one show. It's over. The other 4 are over at the store that I sell at, Market Street Creatives, where I did the show at.
Yes.
And I haven't checked my sales reports, but I'm pretty sure there's still 4 there.
Well, actually, speaking of which, if you guys are in the Connecticut area and you want to just go pick up some of Tom's artwork, Tom, can you give some information on the Market Street Creatives?
So the Market Street Creatives is over in Torrington, Connecticut at 100 Lawton Street. It's in this big warehouse. I think it used to be a upholstery type company, and it is a creative market for almost 200 artists right now, over 180. I think that's an old number. And it's just 2 rooms currently with, I think Dave was explaining it last week, where it was like a flea market, but instead of it's set up with a bunch of other vendors and artists, and mostly artists, and you just shop it, and then you pick something up and you go up to the register and you check it out. And then they're working on expanding it. They want to do concerts and everything there. So it's a pretty cool, dope place. So if you're definitely in the area, check out Market Street Creatives. If you're down in Naugatuck and anywhere on that train line, they actually worked it out where the train will stop behind the building as an official stop, so you could get out.
Oh, wow.
Take the train, get out, and so they just had their inaugural train ride, I think last week, and
that's pretty neat.
Yeah, they're doing some great things there, and I'm happy to be a part of them. So
yeah. So that way you can go and pick up some of Tom's art in person. You don't have
somebody else's.
Or anybody else's. Like I said, it is like set up like an indoor antique mall.
Yeah.
But it's all creatives. It's all handmade art, or like I said, they also have some people making like spices or foods. I think I saw someone in there that made homemade pickles. So like you can, there's a lot of variety there, a lot of different artists.
They got a cookie vendor there now. They're working on getting a restaurant put in. Beer and wine is served. They have a coffee bar, make your own hot chocolate. Nice. I mean, it's a cool spot.
Bring the family.
Bring the family. Yeah.
What do we got going on next week, Dave?
Oh, so next week, like we said before, it is going to be Friday the 13th. So we are going to be just talking about all things Friday the 13th, from the movies to the video games to the merchandise to the toys, whatever you can think of. And then, Keith, tell us, what are we doing for that Warp Pipe rental?
Warp Pipe rental Friday the 13th on the NES. I'm kind of I'm on two things here, David. So Friday the 13th NES game is what we're renting, or Friday
that is what we're renting. Yes.
Okay. All right, because
that's my mistake, guys. Full disclosure, I did not update the timeline correctly, so I'm throwing him off.
I was excited. I was like, good, I can just play one of the games. I don't got to watch one of the movies and be scared, because
we're gonna do the NES game.
Coward. Oh, good, that I can do. That I'm happy. I'm glad you guys aren't making me watch a Friday the 13th movie. So Friday the 13th,
you all got to watch. You all got to watch Jason X.
Oh, Jason X I can handle, because he puts the campers in the sleeping bag and then whack into the tree and silences them.
Wait, should I be dressing up for next week too for the podcast? Yes. I should dress up. 100. I sit down in full costume and don't say a word the whole episode.
Just quiet the whole time.
And just like tilt my head.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then the end of the episode is gonna end. All your friends are dead.
Yeah. I'll add that. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll do a little slash at the end. Yeah, it'll be good.
That's what we're renting.
Yeah.
Sweet. Then we'll give a quick shout out to our channel members. We got Retroholic 16, Bryce JW, Austin Mills, Fox Driven Retro, and the Wizard J for supporting us on YouTube as channel members. Again, check out theweeklywarpipe.com. All the fun stuff there. And be sure to check out Tom Ryan again on Instagram, Etsy, and his page as well. Be a link in the description in case you can't find it, or just search Tom Ryan's with an S studio.
Very easy to find me.
Very easy to find. And if you want to support us with our individual endeavors, where can we find you, Keith?
Retro Cart Collector on YouTube, Retro Cart Collector on Instagram. Working on videos, trying to get some videos out coming here, but it's a slow process for me right now. David, what about you? Where do they find you?
You could find me on YouTube, Dave, it's me. I'll have my Hoosier Con video out right as this podcast is going live, so you can go check that out after you watch this podcast. And then how about you, Russ?
Oh, well, they can find me over at my Rustly page, where I got all my retro gaming stuff. We're doing a few videos a week. We got a few live streams a week, so definitely a couple of videos per week, so always something new to watch on that channel. And then I'm working on some DIY stuff. You can check me out on Russ Lyman as well. So there's going to be some new videos there. I finished up 2 controllers I got to ship out tomorrow. One is a Friday the 13th themed NES Advantage controller, which came out real sick. So I'm excited for that. So be sure to check that out. And that's it. That wraps it up here, guys. We appreciate you jumping in the warp pipe with us. And we will see you on the next level.